All right, this is my daily update for my build and public log. It's February 22nd, 2025. I'm pretty excited. I have a decent demo here. I managed to get a lot done in the last 24 hours. Still have a bit more work to go. So yeah, let's jump into it. All right, so let's jump into it. Here is the dashboard that you're going to see. I mean, it's still a work in progress. Nothing is set in stone here, but so you can go and you can manage username, password, email, all that. You can go and set API keys. Now, this is all really working. This is actually saving to the database. It's actually creating a key. No worries, that will be revoked, so you can't use that, sorry. In fact, I will revoke that right now. Done. It's pretty snappy too. And this is actually going to a database on the server in the cloud. This is not local. What else? So you'll be able to go buy more credits here. That will take you to a flow to go do that. I will get down there in a second. There's basic settings, your email. You can go manage your billing. That will take you to the standard Stripe page to go manage your billing. So you can update your credit card, etc. This will be done later, but the idea is, let's say you're using this in a product, and when your credits get low, you can get an alert saying, "Hey, look, you're going to be billed more." Pretty standard for AI tools. So this is not working yet. This will be hooked up later. Here are a bunch of, I'm just kind of testing and agent runs that I ran. I started off with 1,000 credits. You can see the details here. A lot more is going to be here, but this is good enough. I definitely need, right here will be the job ID. That's pretty goddamn important. And we'll see what else I could get in there. But for MVP, I'll just add probably a job, and more will come later. But this is pretty cool. You can see how long this agent actually took. This is the time. This could be a little deceiving because you make the API call and it gets put into a queue, and then the worker executes. That is the time the worker starts your agent. So that can be a little deceiving. But anyways, more to come on that later. So let's see this thing in action. Let's actually kick off a real agent. I mean, a basic agent, but whatever. So this is just an API runner. There's many tools like this. All right, so let's kick off the agent. There's your, sorry. I tried to get it so show it its queue, but I'm a little too slow. There you go. Took me a little while to try to get it to catch it in the queued state. So there you have it. So a lot more work. I really want to get this to use WebSockets and just update automatically. That's a future thing. Yeah, a lot more polish, a lot more work needs to be done. But it's coming along, and then I need to add pagination here. But yeah, I'm super stoked. It's actually working somewhat. Somewhat. It's pretty cool. So more to come. I'm going to work a few more hours here. Like really, just a few. It's a beautiful, nice, sunny day. So then I'm calling it a week. It's been a very, very long, busy week. So I'm gonna take the day off tomorrow. There will be no video until Monday. So, all right, let's jump to the comments. Okay. Anyways, let's see. So yesterday, I responded with this. I agree. Do you have any thoughts? What sucks about current services or marketplaces? I think it's sort of like building on sand. You can come out with an agent and service, And the big LLM providers will have models capable of so much more out of the box. Granted, yes, so I 1,000% agree with you. I actually read a paper about this. I tried to do I'm so busy I can't do that much research as much as I want. But I try to really keep my eye on things, read papers even, and dig deep. And one of the papers talked about this and said, if you're building, let me think about it. If you're building a tool that is kind of fragile and you just get it working, and then the next more advanced model comes out, and you know did all that work for nothing, you're building wrong. You need to build where it kind of even sucks a little bit, and as the model gets better, your thing gets better. So I'm trying to do that. I'm not trying to say I'm trying to build something that sucks, but I'm trying to build something like the cheaper and the better the model, the better the thing will perform. I'm really keeping where I build it and I'm like, oh, no worries. Like, I know this will get better. Like, that's okay. I'm not going to waste, a million hours getting this one thing perfect. It'll be good enough for now. And then when the next model drops, that's like really good. It will just work better. So I agree. I'm super trying to do that. It's hard though. Not easy. I think that's the secret going to be that, truthfully, I think the tools that win are going to do that. But yeah, thank you. Great comments. Appreciate it. All right, on to my random story for today. It's got kind of a heartbreaking thing. Slightly sad what I'm about to talk about, but uh, my grandpa is very, very, very elderly. He's not doing very well health wise. He's 96. He's goddamn old, like 96 or 97. He is now in a nursing home for war veterans in the United States, and because he briefly served at the end of World War II, he gets kind of a special status because he's one of the remaining World War II veterans in this whole area. Because he was very young. He wasn't even an adult when he entered into the war, World War II. So think about it. Like, he was 17 or something. There's not a lot of World War II vets left here in the world, even. So he gets very special uh, state subsidized care. So he's in a really, really good place. And they had to move him over to a section where, unfortunately, he needs around the clock care because he's a really old guy. He's almost 100 years old. He's not happy about it. He's pretty upset. He doesn't like it. He knows what this means. He's not stupid. He's pretty cognitively with it. He knows it's the end of his life. He's bummed out. I'd be bummed out too, to be honest. And he hates being there, and he's not in his house. And they are clearing out his home to sell. And pretty cool fact. They moved into, so my mom and her family moved into that house the day of the moon landing. So they all know that day that they moved into that house, because the first thing they did was they put the TV in there, and then they watched the moon landing. I mean, that's how old this house is. Obviously, pretty old. That's pretty damn cool. It's a pretty sad day. They're clearing out the house of the last things, and they're going to remodel and sell the house. And I have a lot of memories of going there. Whenever I'd go visit him, I'd go to that house. And my grandpa, he was pretty tech savvy. He always kind of had the technology before anybody else did. He was just kind of into gadgets, you know what I mean? And I remember he would drive us around, and this was when I was a very little kid. And he had a car phone in his car, in his little truck, and I thought it was so cool. He would just be talking on the phone. And then, at the time, people didn't have cell phones because they were so huge. It was like a brick thing. You had a car phone, not a cell phone. And I remember I'd sit next to him in his truck, and I would just look down at the thing and be like, wow, that's so cool. It's like, so what do these bars mean? The bars, they mean the signal, how good your signal is. And, I think he would get on the phone just to kind of impress me and uh, show me, how it works, just so I could see, and it was so cool. And I was like, wow, like I want a phone when I'm older, and of course, obviously, I got a phone, and not too long after my parents had cell phones. Just a couple of years later, they had their big Nokia or whatever cell phones, and the or the I think it was the Motorola, yeah, where you had the little antenna that came up. Yeah, it was so it was like this. It was like right where behind the break, and it was dope. Like I was like, I thought it was the coolest thing that he had this. And he wasn't like a rich guy, he was a middle class kind of normal guy. Uh, but I thought it was so dope that he had this. Yeah. And, he had a big antenna on the top for it. Yeah, so it's pretty sad. What an end of an era that they're selling that house, from since the moon landing to now. Like, what is that? Like 55 years or something? End of an era. It's kind of sad that the family's getting rid of that house. All right, that's all I got for today. See ya Monday.